Hello and welcome to episode 2 of All April Long. I am back with another video here, and this one, as you can probably tell from the title down below, and because I said in the last video that this video would be me talking about WrestleMania coming up here in Vegas on the 19th and the 20th of April, 2025. Woof! Been watching wrestling for a long time at this point. Anyways, here's how I'm going to do it. I'm going to break down what has been discussed as what will be night 1 and night 2, and then I'll talk about a few. These are just the matches that have been announced, and then I will go into a few other things that could get announced, and just some other speculation and stuff like that. As always, leave your comments down below. Let me know your thoughts. I'll ask this again at the end, but are you hyped for Mania? If so, why? If not, why not? And let me know your predictions down below as well. Alright, so for night 1, I have, for my opening match for night 1, Jey Uso versus Gunther. And so I'm not very excited about this match. I pretty much could tell you right now who's going to win that match. They're going to give Jey Uso his moment, which is good. I have no problem with that. Gunther's reign has kind of sucked, honestly. They've only recently been putting the gas pedal down on his championship and making him look dominating. I appreciated what they did last week with having him beat up Jimmy Uso and Jey being tied to the ring rope. But I get what they're doing, and if what I hope happens in the main event of night 2, then I'm willing to sacrifice that for Jey moment here at night 1, because, and this is my opinion, so you can have yours as well and leave it down below, but Jey Uso is an entrance, super kicks, and jumping off of things. That's it. I'll be interested to see what they do with Gunther after this. But yeah, that's what I think is going to be night 1's first match. Then I think we'll transition into Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair for the Women's Championship. Again, another match I'm not that hyped for. I like Tiffany Stratton. I think Charlotte doesn't need the win here. I think she should put somebody over, and, you know, the fact she came back and she was supposed to be the face in this feud and that didn't work out, like, it tells you that the crowd, everybody's sick of Charlotte just getting everything handed to her. I mean, the fact that she's only been there for as long as she was and already had so many titles held. I mean, she was getting pushed on us worse than Cena or Roman, just in the women's division. I mean, if you ultimately do this to bring back a Becky to fight her or something, but I feel like this is where you need to give the younger talent the rub and let them go over while they're hot. Because this won't hurt Charlotte, because she'll get another shot in like 3 weeks. Next up, I have KO versus Orton. I think Orton wins this one. I don't really have a reason outside of Kevin Owens doesn't need it. It just continues Kevin Owens' conspiracy. It continues Kevin Owens' storyline. Yeah, I don't have much thoughts about this match. I understand why it's happening, and I'm okay with it. Yeah, I think Orton wins. My final match for night 1 is Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins versus CM Punk. CM Punk gets his main event match at Mania. Yes, it's night 1. Technically, it doesn't count in what he said in AEW, but we're supposed to pretend AEW didn't happen, I guess. So that's fine. But for me, my money is on Seth Rollins winning this match. My basis for this is Seth hasn't won a match in a while. You have Seth win this match. Then you have CM Punk call in his favor, which I believe is that Heyman is going to become Punk's wise man. So then you set up a feud between Punk and Roman that goes till maybe the next pay-per-view. I don't know if you push it all the way to SummerSlam. I think this is a short feud because I think Roman's going to be back off TV for a while. But I think you're going to get him for that next pay-per-view, which I don't know what that is. It's probably like Payback or something, but you guys can correct me down in the comments below. Because I want to see Cena versus Punk at SummerSlam if we can. Please. Alright, so then we're on to night 2. Night 2, I think, opens with AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. I think it's a great match. I'm not a fan of Logan Paul, and AJ doesn't move the needle for me. He never has. So, in my mind, this is just going to be a great wrestling match to watch. There's going to be some great spots, some great moments, some great technical wrestling, some high spots. So, while this match was thrown together kind of last minute, and they kept saying Logan Paul was going to call out AJ Styles, and then in the end, AJ Styles called out Logan Paul. So you've got Logan Paul, and you needed to put him in a match, and the internet pretty much shit over every match you were going to put him in. You wanted to put him with Punk, and the internet shit on it. You wanted to put him with Cena, the internet shit on it. Next up, Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. I get why this feud's happening. I wish that Drew was higher up in something more meaningful, but this is payback for when Drew won the belt and then Damian Priest cashed in on him. This will be an alright match, hopefully. My problem is, like, when you have two bigger guys that kind of have, like, the same style, like, it doesn't necessarily mesh well together. So, while I'm hopeful that Drew pulls this out, at the end of the day, it's just another match. Next up, Io Sky versus Bianca Belair with, because it's going to happen, Rhea Ripley in there also. For the belt, this match, I think Sky wins it. I think Rhea and Bianca get too involved with each other, and Io Sky pulls out the win. That's on my opinion on it, at least. Then we have our main event, Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. Heel John Cena. Well, let's be honest, just real life, not when the cameras are on John Cena, and sometimes when they are, Total Divas, Total Bellas, I'm looking at you. In my mind, I would like John Cena to win. Do I think it hurts Cody to lose here? No, because Cody is much more interesting as the babyface chasing the belt instead of having the belt, as we've seen. It also puts into question interesting feuds that you could have with Cena for the belt. Randy Orton, CM Punk. I don't know, it's just interesting. While I don't feel that those feuds necessarily need the belt in them, I feel like it would add something. But, like, as we've seen, they didn't have much planned for Cody after Mania last year. Feud with AJ Styles. But if they have a plan for him to keep the belt, then you better know where you're going for the next few months. My prediction is that Cena wins. Because, business as usual, right? If it ain't broken, don't fix it. As for other things, I think there's going to be a match for Braun Breaker, Penta, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio for the belt, the IC belt. Maybe United States Championship. Maybe I should check that. But anyways, I feel like that match is going to get made. I feel like you're going to have either Finn or Dominic take the fall because you want to make Braun and Penta still look big. But we'll see where that goes. There haven't been any tag matches added yet, but we are using our tag matches. I mean, are we going to get some sort of payoff to New Day turning heel? I mean, what was the point of it if there's no payoff? Everybody thought for a while it was going to be that Big E was going to return. That wasn't the case. Then we thought that they should maybe win the titles, but yeah. So maybe. Will The Rock be involved at Mania? I imagine he'll make an appearance. Will he be involved in any other way? That's questionable. Stone Cold Steve Austin. This is just an interesting rumor out there because I know Stone Cold will be in Vegas that week. Not like I stalk him or anything. Hey, Steve, you still watching? That was a joke. But anyways, I think that he on his podcast, he said if Cody ever needed help, he'd show up. I mean, in an ideal world for all those people of nostalgia, he'd come back and you'd get to see The Rock versus Stone Cold in the middle of the ring, even just for a few moments. But I don't think we're going to get there. But I mean, who knows? Never say never. Next year at Mania, Stone Cold versus The Rock in a wheelchair match. Brother. Maybe they'll add a match for the women's U.S. title for Chelsea Green. Maybe they'll add one for the women's Intercontinental. I'm interested if they're going to do anything with Alexa Bliss. I know they took her off the weekend, but will they be doing anything with her? Will they be doing anything with the Wyatt Six? What's really interesting is I feel like if you really wanted to, after Mania would be a good time to launch the Wyatt Six with Alexa Bliss and have sort of that supernatural feel going into the summer, fall, so that you have it around October and stuff, and then you can really play that up while maybe you'd have a Malachi Black show up. Maybe Judgment Day gets a little bit darker. You reform who's in Judgment Day so we can take them seriously. You've got the storyline in the background that's been going on for so long with Karrion Kross. You need something to come out of that. So maybe that picks up after Mania. I'm just speculating here. These are ideas. This is how I, as a writer, would go forward and do that. Sami Zayn's doesn't have a match. Will he show up? If he does, I believe it will be for the Kevin Owens-Orton match. I don't know why he would necessarily, but maybe. Stranger things have happened. So this is day 2. WrestleMania. It's coming soon. When we get a little bit closer, if we get some more matches announced, maybe I'll sit down and do another video about it. Coming up tomorrow, we're going to talk about Val Kilmer, his films, the ones that I like, what they mean to me, and that's all for tonight, folks. So leave your comments down below. Let me know what you want some of these videos to be about. Leave questions for the Q&A video. When I have enough questions, I'll do a Q&A video. I feel that 10 questions is at least enough for a Q&A video. They can all be from one person as long as they're not stupid questions. All April long, video every day. Yeah. So tomorrow, Val Kilmer. I always thought my movie would be a comedy, not a tragedy. That's a song by the band Bowling for Soup called Val Kilmer. All right, have a good night.